Hi, my name is Yui. I'm happy to be a guide for you in this series. We aim to bring the knowledge of the Microsoft security products for you so that you can understand and apply these technical configurations for your real business. After walking through on the discoveries and threat management on the Cloud App Security portal, now I'll show you a tutorial to safeguard your organization with Microsoft Defender for Office 365. You will see how Defender for Office 365 can help you configure policies, analyze threats to your organization, and respond to attacks. The improved Microsoft 365 Security Center now brings together functionality from existing Microsoft security portals, including Microsoft Defender for Endpoint, Microsoft Defender for Office 365, Microsoft 365 Defender, and more. And from this centralized location, you can now manage on endpoint, email, and cross-product investigations, configuration, and remediation within a single unified portal. And to get started, scroll down the left navigation pane to the email and collaboration section. Select Policies and Rules. Next, select Threat Policies. Here you can implement policies for your organization that determine the behavior and protection level for redefined threats. Templated policies are based on Microsoft recommendations and current attack trends. Let's look at how to apply reset security policies. Reset security policies provide a centralized location for applying all of the recommended spam, malware, and phishing policies to users as one. To learn more about the settings that are configured when you apply reset policies, select the link. This article explains what each reset policy consists of. Scroll down to see more of this page. Reset security policies use corresponding policies from various protection features in Exchange Online Protection and Microsoft Defender for Office 365. To view the specific configurations applied by standard or strict reset policies, select the link. Scroll down to the EOB anti-spam policy setting. This table compares the default, standard, and strict settings for EOB policies. And to view the Defender for Office 365 policy settings, select the link. Scroll down to take a look. Now let's return to the Microsoft 365 Security portal to see how to apply these policies. And to apply standard policy protection to users in the organization, select Edit. First, specify who the standard EOB protections should be applied to. And using conditions, you can apply the policies throughout your organization by recipient membership or domain. Let's apply EOB protections to all employees. Continue to the next step, and we will specify who the Defender for Office 365 protections apply to. And again, we will apply the policies to all employees. Continue to the next step, and we will apply the standard protection settings. Now let's apply strict protection to a targeted set of users. In this case, we will specify that the strict EOB protections apply to executives. Continue to the next step. And we also apply the strict recommendation for Microsoft Defender for Office 365 to executive. Continue to the next step and confirm your changes. Now let's return to the threat policies page to analyze and configuration of your organization's policies. The configuration analyzer provides a central location to find and fix security policies where the settings are below the standard protection and strict protection profile settings in reset security policies. Let's take a look. By default, the configuration analyzer opens the settings and recommendations tab, which compares your configuration to the standard protection policy. Color icons alert you to the state of each policy group. Green icons represent policy groups where all settings follow recommendation. Amber icons represent policy groups where a small number of settings require review. And red icons indicate policy groups where a significant number of settings do not meet the requirements. Expand the anti-spam policy group. Scroll to see more information. And within each group, you can see the policies where discrepancies were found, as well as who each policy applies to, its current configuration, and the recommended setting. To change the value of the setting in your policy to match the recommended value, select Adopt. Review the warning message and confirm that you want to make a change. To see how policy configurations have changed over time, open the Configuration, Flip Analysis and History tab. It's highly recommended that you review the configuration analyzer frequently to examine any changes and ensure your organization and users stay secure. Red and green icons let you see at a glance whether the configuration flip to a setting has increased or decreased. So now let's return to the threat policy page to quickly look at another option to creating policies. And you can also create and manage custom policies. Note that if multiple policies are applied to a user, the following order is applied from highest to lowest priority: the strict reset, standard reset, custom, and then default policy. Scroll down to quickly review the individual policies you can configure. Now let's look at some of the rich reporting capabilities that are available. From here, you can view information about security trends and track the rotation status of your identities, data, devices, apps, and infrastructure. For example, with email and collaboration reports, you can review Microsoft recommended actions to help improve email and collaboration security. So let's take a look. Open the threat rotation status report. And this report brings together information about malicious content and emails detected and blocked by EOB and Microsoft Defender for Office 365. And to change the view, select the drop-down arrow. Let's return to the email and collaboration page to look at another type of report. The URL threat rotation report provides a summary and trend views for threats detected and actions taken on URL clicks within your Office 365 environment. Return to the email and collaboration page to look at another report. The mail flow status report shows information about incoming and outgoing emails, including the type, direction, and more. Open the Text View tab. The Text View provides more granular details for the configure threat protection features. In the chart, you can see how messages were filtered by the various stages of the protection stack and how many ended up in the inboxes of your user. Let's look at one more type report. Scroll down and then open Mail Latency Report. This report shows on latencies within the mail filtering and delivery pipeline. This can help you determine whether delays were the result of the filtering process or caused by a third party. Now let's look at another way to manage threats. Open Explorer in the left navigation pane. Explorer is a powerful near real-time tool to have security operations teams investigate and respond to threats. This view shows information about email messages that contain malware. Scroll down to see more of this page. Below the chart, you can see the detailed list of the emails containing malware. Let's investigate the first email. So from the detail pane, you can try out a new email entity page with enriched data and additional capability. Select the link. Here you can see a timeline of events. In this case, the timeline shows that the email was quarantined after delivery. Next, open the Analysis tab. This tab provides enhanced data about the email, including authentication, detection details, and overrides. It also includes a review of the email header and an option to review the email as it would appear to the end user. Next, open the Attachments tab. This tab shows details about any attached files, including the file name, file type, and thread. To conduct a deeper analysis, select the file attachment. In this pane, you can review the detonation chain, summaries, and screenshots, and behavior details. You can also investigate the wider scope of an attack. First, close the Browser tab. Scroll up in the left navigation pane and then expand Incident and Alert. So next, select Incidents. Here you can see a list of incidents from your organization. An incident is a collection of correlated alerts that make up the story of an attack. Let's look at the first incident. In the detail pane, click the link to open a page dedicated to this incident. The Summary tab describes the incident's scope and context, providing insight into its potential impact, including which mailboxes might be affected. Next, open the Mailboxes tab. Here you can view more details about the mailboxes that were affected by the incident. Next, open the Evidence tab. Here you can see a summary of the entities that Microsoft 365 Defender has identified as malicious or suspicious, including email cluster, emails filter, files, and URLs. You can easily dive deeper into these details by selecting an entity type on the left. For example, we can expand email cluster details. We can also review emails. And to investigate a specific email, click it to open its details. From here, you can open a query in Advanced Hunting that looks for more instances or variations of a thread. Let's look at this tool later. For now, let's close the pane and open the Alerts tab. Here you can see all the alerts related to the incident, which include Defender for Office 365 alerts as well as alerts from other Defender services in your subscriptions. Select an alert to view more detail about it. Next, open the Investigations tab. Here you can see the automatic investigation triggered by the alerts in this incident. These investigations have your team respond to threats more efficiently so they can focus on more important tasks. You can configure investigations to perform remediation actions automatically or to wait for approval. To review pending actions, navigate to the Action Center. On the Pending tab, you can review each action and then approve or reject it. Open the Next tab. The History tab shows actions that have already been completed. Incidents and automatic investigations save your time so you can proactively hunt for persistent threats and vulnerabilities instead. Let's navigate to the Advanced Hunting tool to see how. You can now perform powerful advanced hunting across all your Office 365 data, including email attachment, URL, and delivery events. The advanced hunting schema is made up of multiple tables that provide either event or entity information. While constructing queries, you can use the built-in schema reference to quickly get information about each table. Scroll down and then select Email Events to view more detail. This table contains Office 365 email events, including email delivery and blocking events. Next, select Email Attachment Info. This table includes information about files attached to Office 365 emails. The Mail URL Info table includes information about URLs used in Office 365 emails. The Email Post Delivery and Events table includes information about security events that occur after Office 365 has delivered an email message to the recipient mailbox. Now let's create an advanced hunting query. Select the box to enter the query. This advanced hunting query finds recent occurrences of files sent by a malicious sender in your organization. Run the query. So let's open the first record in the query result. Here you can see the affected access, the name and path of the file sent by the malicious sender, and other details. Scroll down the pane to review the information. Now let's see how you can use custom detection rules to raise alerts when advanced hunting queries detect potential threats. In this case, a detection rule has already been created. So let's select Edit to see the rule settings. And you can set custom detection rules to run at regular intervals and to channel alerts and take response actions whenever there are matches. In this case, the detection rule runs the query every 12 hours and raises an alert if it generates the result. Okay, so now let's look at how to test out security policies and practices. In your organization has Microsoft 365 E5 or Microsoft Defender for Office 365 Plan 2, which includes threat investigation and response capabilities. You can use attack simulation training in the Microsoft Security Center to safely identify vulnerable users in your organization before a real attack impacts your bottom line. The overview tab shows recent simulations, simulation coverage, behavior impact on compromise rate, and more. Scroll down to see more of this page. Next, open the Simulations tab. Here you can see a list of all your simulations and their status. Next, open the Payloads tab. Payloads are phishing emails and web pages that you can use to launch simulations. You can manually create payloads or collect them with automation. To view automations, open the next tab. This is a list of the automatic flows you can use to collecting payloads. You just learned how Defender for Office 365 can help you configure policies, analyze threats to the organization, and respond to the attacks. Thanks for watching and see you in the next tutorial.